Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hood.
most toys wins.
Hon slocknar den efter en, försvinner i stjärneljus. Den eviga vägen till gryningens ljus. Människor dör, fränderna faller, så dör en man. Men aldrig dör ett rykte, jag hörde att jag skulle dö. Och aldrig komma tillbaka. Ett hörn i himna härjar, siktig och sina valkyria, siktig och sina valkyria. Ett hörn i himna härjar, siktig och sina valkyria, siktig och sina valkyria. Rikedomar kommer och går, så dör en man. Men aldrig dör ett rykte. Ett hörn i himna härjar, siktig och sina valkyria, siktig och sina valkyria. Ett hörn i himna härjar, siktig och sina valkyria, siktig och sina valkyria. Ett hörn i himna härjar, siktig och sina valkyria, siktig och sina valkyria. Ett hörn i himna härjar, siktig och sina valkyria, siktig och sina valkyria. Solveig, Solveig, því hvílir þú hér, frosin, frosin, hvað sker? Okkur grætur himinninn, á lífi fellur í dvala.
Okay, how do I sound? louder than the music. Let me just pause the music. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just quickly do that. Hi! Okay. I know that the game does not show yet. It is still loading. But I might as well start this thing while I wait for my game. So welcome to episode 2 for anybody who is just joining in. Either you be from Twitch or from YouTube. Because this vlog will be going up onto YouTube. So this is a legacy challenge that I am in the middle of creating. So yeah, it's exciting to be starting this exciting challenge of storytelling. I technically created this thing years ago, but this is the first time I'm getting to play through and like fully do it. So the idea is that it is a 3-part challenge. I say 3-part. There's 3 families that for the legacy challenge you can choose either one or the other 2, one or the other, or you can do all 3. My version of doing all 3, but it will depend on the person. So the 3 families that I have that are quote unquote being followed, we have Pridelands, Tree of Life, and the 3rd family is for your choosing on the name. For my version, it is Vikings, but that does not matter to everyone. It's just my little version. And I know that I have this right here. That is a sore. So I'm just leaving with that. But yeah. So this is episode 2. We will be meeting our families very shortly as soon as my game loads. I will quickly read you the rules again. Now the rules I am still semi-creating for the rest of the generations. But the beginning, this is how it starts. So like the basic rules, basically. So this is a legacy challenge. So this is the Lion King Legacy Challenge. This is the beginning of my own legacy challenge inspired by the Disney franchise The Lion King, which is why the name. Long before the reign of the great King Mufasa, there were many kings and queens who ruled the land. But where did it all begin? How did the first rulers shape the kingdoms that would one day become the Pride Lands and many others? How did Mufasa rise to become king? How did the family of the Tree of Life come to be? And why did the conflict grow between the Tree of Life and the Viking kingdom? I said kingdoms, but it's one kingdom, technically. This legacy challenge explores the history, choices, and legends that shaped the lands across generations, long before the stories we know and far beyond them. the kingdom and bloodlines. This challenge follows 3 major family lines that overtwine across generations. Because that's kind of like the idea is like the 3 families eventually, at least 2. You don't have to necessarily with the third one. I do because I can. But the 2 for sure, 100% for sure, marry into each other. So it's like, okay. Um, inspires family lines that intertwine across generations. The Pride lines, the center family. Okay, hold on. Let me go quickly here. Okay, well, it loads. The center royal family, eventually taking the surname Pride. Right now, I don't have it as Pride because of some storyline stuff that has to happen later. That it's like, okay, so these technically can't have the name Pride yet, but they will. They will. The Tree of Life. I'm never good at reading their last name that I gave them, but I know who it is. It's Tree of Life. Rooted in tradition, spiritual, and healing. They're the family that I count as like they're royalty, but also like their whole center is about healing. And the family that I have that is by far my favorite, and I play them in my storytelling save, which I do have a storytelling save. I'm in a future generation of this family. But the Viking kingdoms, I can't read the last name again, language thing, which is always fun. Feared and misunderstood, but are they evil or not? But not evil. All 3 families in something the history, alliances, and conflicts of the land. Basic rules. Basic rules. Story comes first. This is a storytelling legacy. Decisions about heirs, careers, relationships, and outcomes should be based on narrative, not. I can't read this word because it's a weird word. Or another word I can't read. No money cheats allowed. So, rule number 2, no money cheats. After the household is set up, money cheats are not allowed. Build and buy, bug fixes, and resets are fine. Heir chosen by story. The next heir does not have to be the eldest child, chosen based on personality, events, and story development. 1 success and 1 struggle. Every generation must experience at least 1 major success and 1 major struggle that shapes their rule or legend. Or legacy. I read it wrong. Traits matter. Once traits are chosen, they should actively influence gameplay and story decisions. Traits may be changed if it is part of their narrative. Legacy must continue. Each generation must produce at least 1 vulnerable heir before the current ruler dies or steps down. Which for most of my version, they just die, but not necessarily step down. I don't think there's a generation where they step down, at least currently, right now. Anyways, continue. Rule 7. Your game, your version. Mods are allowed but never required. Adjustments, careers, aspirations, and rules to fit your game, as long as the spirit of the challenge is maintained. Do I need mods to play? No. Mods are optional, not required. You may use story progress mods, relationship mods, royalty, monarch mods, careers, or aspiration mods. If a generation mentions an aspiration or career you do not have, substitute something similar. What lifespan should I use? Normal lifespan is required. Short or long is allowed. Just stay, I can't read this word. Is aging on or off? Aging on is recommended. You may briefly turn off aging for storytelling moments, weddings, coronation screenshots. Can I use cheats? Allowed. Free real estate only at the beginning. Only at the very start. Cast full edit mode for fixing hairs, airs, or story reasons. Money cheats once to set starts funds. So basically, there's what I'm saying is like you can at the very start, but that's it. Not allowed. Ongoing money cheats. Skills are aspiration cheats unless a generation specifically allows it. How do the heirs work? Heirs are chosen by story, not strict birth order. The next ruler should be the most fitting personality, the most invested in leadership or legacy, or chosen through in-game events. Can I change or adopt rules? Yes, this is a story-driven legacy, not a strict checklist. So yeah. So for this legacy, there is technically 2 characters that I will be following after this generation. But I'm excited to do it. Certain things have to happen with one where the other one is kind of like, I can kind of play with it. Okay. So because we ended with the hold on. I'm turning that off for now just because this is a pretty long one that has lots of little pieces. So I don't want things to go fast. So let's start with oh yeah, I forgot I had to do that. I forgot about it. Okay, so we're I mean I might as well. So we are going to start with the life characters. Um, Bum, 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 bum. Okay, here they are. So this is our king. Okay. Okay. So here's our queen. She is currently pregnant, but in the first trimester. Um, and so I figured out some stuff about this game now. I did that on purpose. I have I will work on that later. My game is being weird. It's fine. So, let us begin. Okay. So, for the majority of the gameplay, what I'm gonna do is so I will be using the realistic childbirth mod, but my twist is like every generation, literally every generation, it's gonna be the home birth because the story in itself is set in medieval times. So it is technically that. So that's just my little. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yes, choose this option. We're gonna just quickly put that down. Okay. Click on your spouse. We're gonna try this because I don't remember if I could. We're gonna save real quick and I'm good. Titles. Anoint that. Yay! Okay. So now have a royal child. We're gonna see if this works. I don't have a clue why they won't go to work. So I may have to change the castle. Because I'm wondering if it's the specific castle that for some reason something about it is causing my Sims not to go to work. They're the only household that is doing this too, so it's like, what's going on here? Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. I didn't want to. Okay, go to work. There he goes. I may change the house because it's super glitch. And I don't need a glitchy house. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna change the castle really quickly because this castle is glitchy and it is kind of annoying me. No, I don't want that one. This way, my Sims can go places they need to go, and I am not losing my mind. Because they can't go to work. That was my alarm. Actually. If you're wondering what I did, I just took my pills. Oh, that's right. It was this one. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. To make things a little easier. And by the time we come back onto this family another day, I will have completely done something different. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the Tree of Life family. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Four, 5, 6, 7. 5. But we can easily turn these two into bigger rooms. So there's enough bedrooms in this house where if I do a little bit of editing, I can make this work into the Tree of Life castle, but I just have to work on that throne. um, which is not a big deal. I can do it. I could also easily just put the tree. I have some thoughts. Okay. Sorry, random thought process. Okay. So we're gonna make this room the master, and I will change the colors and stuff later. Um, yeah, well, okay. Things will be a little better now. So, what I might do is I might rebuild this floor. Um, or put this all the way up and do it that way. Yeah, I might do that. I want to see if I can. Hold on. We're gonna see if I can fix this because it'll irritate me if I don't. Because lately I haven't had time. And I don't know what this next week is gonna look like time wise. Not in a bad way, just some personal stuff is going on that's not the easiest. Aha. I have an idea. So that worked. Kind of. Okay, hold on. Tonight, the night, I did that wrong. Yeah, so I will work on this. I mean, we can work on it now, but I don't want to take away our gameplay time. Especially because I have some stuff going on today that I going to. It's not bad stuff, just busy. Busy. That works. Yeah. And so then what I will do is I will work on this throne room off stream. And I will make the whole castle kind of work for the Tree of Life. Because there's a couple of like little check marks that I have to do. This is like so crucial. If you're wondering what I'm drinking an energy drink. And it's new. It's good-ish. I don't drink them a lot, but I wanted to try this one. There was actually two, but I'm only trying one today. It'll keep me going for another little while. Because I got a long day ahead of me. And I woke up early today. So I will put the thrones in here, but I'm gonna redecorate this room, so. But yeah, so it's big enough that I can make this castle work, or mansion. Has enough things for the kiddos in the front. Oh, I'm sorry, in the back. I might get a playhouse just because it's like, we all know that it's like, those are kind of fun. Because it is about building skills. So. But yeah, so it's like, we have this room, which is amazing. I think this is a ballroom, which is pretty good. I can fix it up and it would be big enough. I would just have to put like the dance floor thing, which actually I could do that now while I'm at it. Okay. Here's the grand ballroom floor. Cause yeah, I will definitely need to fix that area because it has to work for one part in the story that I have. No, not necessarily. I forgot. I'm sorry, my brain is kind of all over the place, but I forgot that there's 2 balls at one point in my quote-unquote story. But the balls are in 2 different places. I forgot. There's 1 ball at the Pride Land Castle, which I have to make sure that throne room is, or not throne room, ballroom is big enough. Because the idea of the part is there is a huge masquerade matchmaking ball. It's one of my favorite events that I've written for. And my main character for that generation, she's second oldest of 5. So 5 kids. She's the second oldest. Her older sister is engaged, but she's at the age now. Most of them are. Not everyone. I think her youngest sister isn't. No, kind of. She kind of is. She's 14. Oh well. Anyways, all of them go to this ball. Her older sister's there literally to chaperone. She's not there for the actual party in itself. But it's one of my favorite events because of some dialogue that happens that's just like, it's so good. It winds me up. because it has one of my favorite characters that I've written as a character, and he's so cool. It's so important. And it's also the event where some of her family find out about him. Some of them knew, but not everyone. It's so good. And he's not even a prince. Which that's the idea is the ball. There's supposed to be just like nobility and royalty. Probably some high ranking people in there, but basically that's it. I mean, I guess you could say also like politician type things where it's like, okay, some of them are there too, but mostly it's like royalty, nobility. Um, and this guy is not royal. He does have a little bit of nobility in him, but not a lot. It's quite a ways back there in his family history, so it's like, but the idea is his mother managed to pull some strings and get him to this ball, because he was feeling a little jealous. He was showing it so well of not being jealous, but everybody in his family was like, dude, you're jealous. Just admit it, you're jealous. Because she's going to this party and she's going to have all the attention on her and you're not there. It's one of my favorite parts. So he goes, but my main character doesn't know he's going. So then the actual day of the ball, she goes, she's there, he shows up. He's a little late, but my dude, he kind of got a little lost. I don't think he had ever gotten that far. Oh, I'm sure. He kind of may have. No, he wouldn't have actually, now that I think about it. Because he would have gone pretty close, but not super close. Yeah, he would have gotten super close, but not like to the castle. You kidding? That dude would have. Actually, it would have been fine, because they are in the Pride Lands, and the Pride Lands doesn't have a problem with his people. That's technically only one side. That's not even counting the one, which is the idea is my main character's aunt has no problem. And why it's so funny is it's like, she's like, I don't have to tell my brother. No, I don't have to. So she's just kind of like keeping an eye on my main character, but it's so good. Ooh. Ooh, you're cute. Oh. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on his live right now. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like the idea is like he kind of just shows up, and it's so good their first interaction because she's like, "What in the world are you doing there?" He's going under an alias, um, so no one actually knows his name. Thank you for the follow. Sim of I can't read that. But thank you for the follow. Um, so I will give you a quick synopsis of what's going on. We are playing a legacy challenge that I am in the middle of creating. I was just talking about this one room because I have to do a little bit of editing to make it work. And then I was like, wait a minute, there's 2 balls. I forgot, and one happens in another place. And the other ball uh, is here. It's going good. So the idea is this is a legacy challenge based on the Disney franchise The Lion King. And it is a 3-part legacy, so it's like it's got 3 parts to it, that it's 3 families that you can choose per person to follow. I'm following all 3 because I wanted to showcase all 3. You don't have to. I am still in the process of writing the rules. But yeah, so I was just talking about it a little bit because for a part way later. we're not even close to there, but it was just funny because it was to do with a ball that's like, oh, one of my favorite parts. Yeah. So I'll fix it later. So this is my kind of, so I do have the pack. I haven't really played with it a lot yet. Because this save is like brand new. I've only played it once. So I haven't really gotten to play with the pack yet. Because I am kind of an all over the place player. I do challenges, but the majority of the time I do a storytelling. I'm a storyteller. And I love it. So I have a save that is a storytelling save, which was what I was talking about, was the storytelling save that links to this. But I do have the pack. And I'm loving it so far. Loving it. It's like, oh, it was so me. I was like, yes! Royalty! So I love royalty and I love The Sims, but I'm a Disney nerd. If you love like royal gameplay, it's really good for it. I know for myself, because the fact that I'm a huge Disney girl and I love royalty. You can kind of see that I'm a bit of a Disney nerd. I know it's not a great picture, but I promise you that behind me is a Disney thing. So let's see how well it looks. Now I know it's kind of dark, but I promise you that is it's a poster from a show. But then I also have that beauty. So it's like, I'm a big Disney girl. I love Disney. I love royalty. It's a good pack for that specific thing. I haven't done much gameplay. I have looked at the cast. And I have lots of mods. Yeah. Um, it doesn't have like a whole lot of features for like medieval. I really wish it did to an extent. Because I also love like medieval stuff. Um, that's what I was saying. This is like, so the story save that I have now that I'm telling is actually framed in medieval, kind of. It's in the border of medieval and Viking. It's really interesting, and it's like, okay, where does this die? And it sticks that way through the entire part. Um, I love it though. But yeah, so this is what I call my tree of life family. Um, so we have our queen who's over here. Let me. This isn't her main outfit. She's just been teleported here because I had to put a different household down, or a different house down, because it was glitching and they couldn't go to work. And so I was like, okay, I'm fixing this. So I fixed it. But yeah, so yeah. Um, yeah. Um, but yeah, so this is a definitely fun challenge that I've done. Um, that I'm pretty proud of actually. I haven't gotten to do as much as I would want um yet, but we're getting there. Um, but yeah, so this is our queen. Um, and our king. She's pregnant with the first baby, so our heir. I don't remember if it's a boy or a girl. I think it's a girl. Or maybe it was a boy. Oh well, we'll get there when we get there. So I wanted to get through the first trimester for her. Okay. Oops, wrong button. What? Oh, no thanks. Yeah. I can say I've never played it on PlayStation. Um, I have played it on a I forgot what it was. Um, I don't remember. But I've basically only played it on PC and one other thing. Um, the other one I know that I can't get mods. Um, but what the world? Yeah. So our king is the father. I didn't do anything funky. So here he is. Um, yeah. Um, eventually it goes just to whoever. I don't remember. Performance is poor. Okay. Uh, but yeah. Okay, I gotta get her needs met. Okay, she has to pee. Okay. Oh boy. Now I gotta find the toilet in this house. I haven't played with any of these builds, so this is fun. I get to be like, where's everything? Aha, that works. Okay. Might as well. I have some mods in here. Come on. Why are you? Oh. I think I know why. Hold on. I'll fix the gate. I think the reason the Sims wouldn't go is there's no gate. That was well. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Come on. Okay, Sims. We're gonna make this work. Come on. There. There. No, no, no. I know that I could have teleported, but I'm kind of tired of teleporting. Come on. Thank you. And oops. Uh-oh. Oops. I was working on it. It just didn't work. I need to get some servants too. Okay, second. I think it's because the fact that she wet herself. I'm pretty sure because she hasn't done anything else. I'm pretty sure. That'd be such a sim thing. Hold on, though. As soon as she's done, I will find out. Yeah, right? It's like, who knows? Okay. Okay, we're gonna find out. As soon as I figure out how to do it. Um. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Hold on. I wonder if it has to do with a computer. Maybe she should seek out. Purchase lottery ticket. Aha! Yeah, okay. Because she wet her pants. Because I didn't quite get there fast enough. Sure, we're gonna bury it. I don't care. I will never forget the first time I played Sims. It was way worse. Now you hear enjoy sleeping peacefully at night. That's funny, though. Before. Okay. Wonder if I can do career stuff because she has a little bit of work to do. Okay. Yeah. Um I know, but it's like that was just my doing. I didn't get there fast enough because the fact that I had to use a different lot. I have used it. Um but I also just I don't particularly want to use that because it's technically I could technically count it as cheating on my own game. And I don't really want to do that. But we'll see. Okay, did you finish? I'm assuming you did. Okay. Yeah. Sure, we're answering emails. Okay. Okay. Okay, I might as well save. And I will show you the other two households. Because, like I said, this is a 3-part challenge or 3-family legacy. So there's 3 families that I follow. This is just one. Just go to the main menu. Do, do, do. So let's check in with my main family. So this is we're now going to the it will be Pride Lands. It's not Pride Lands yet. That's the idea. I'll have some planning. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the idea is like I'm actually starting like way before Mufasa. And eventually I will twist them in, but I got some work to do first. The next generation I'm really excited about, because there's one character that's like so important to add, because um they teach one generation, what's generation, hold on, I have a book somewhere. Okay, generation 9, and we're like generation 1. um it's their spirits that teach the next generation, but it's so crucial, and I'm super excited to get to it. um they're a very interesting character. We don't know much about them, other than what their entitlement was. We know that they were a second born, but that's all we know. And that they did go to the Tree of Life. They did travel to the Tree of Life. We know that. um, yeah. Okay. She is 10 hours. Okay. So we're kind of stuck there. I was trying to figure out how to do that. That's right. But we can work on her promotion tasks. This is part of the new pack. So some of them have the career that comes with the new pack, and some of the characters don't. That's just what I wanted to do, because I have some royalty mods. So it's like, I can play with both. Yeah, I think I just didn't get to quite finish some of that stuff. Yeah. I haven't gotten to play much with the save, so it's like I had to do whatever I had to do. And so I think that household, I hadn't taken down the money. That was my own fault. This one has the amount that I wanted set for everyone. I just hadn't fixed the other ones yet. Okay, now I need to find a mirror. Ah, you will do. You will do nicely. Practice debate, yeah. Okay. Has gotten the skill, yay. I will clear the notifications. Ooh, I love this part. This song. Yeah, the sword fighting I was actually really excited about. Yeah, same here. I was like, royalty? Kings and queens? Sword fighting? Yes, give me. Not that I have that many story plots with sword fighting, but there's a couple of storylines. This is my queen for this family. So this is gonna be the Pride Lands. It's not the Pride Lands yet, but it will be. Let me quickly change her outfit to the main one. So, like, this is her main outfit. I loved it. It was so cute. I don't remember if she has the crown. Hold on, where's... I didn't remember if she has the crown from the pack or a CC crown. I think she has a... I don't know. But she's still cool. So here's my queen for this one. And then over here's the king. Yeah, right? Um I'm kind of the same way where it's like I had so many Sims where it's like they were royalty already. And it'll be fun to be able to give them the title in the game without technically the mods. I mean, I will still use the royalty mods. But it's nice when you don't have the ability to do mods to be able to just have the pack and be like, I can do it. But yeah. So here's our king. Okay. Are you doing something that... You're doing something with logic. Right. Oh, crud. I need to work on some of these paintings. We're gonna just do this. Okay, fine. The chair is in the way. Okay. Chillin' like. We're gonna do this mirror. Let's see about this mirror. Yeah. The most, like, magical sim I have is I've used, a little bit of spellcasters. Specifically because I have two sims who, in the actual story in itself, one of them is canon, the other is not. Has technically, you can say, like, a magic power. He's pretty cool. I like his character. He's by far one of my favorites. There's a reason, and it's good. I mean, vampires are interesting, but it's like, There we go. Now he can do that. Oh, wait. Oh. Crud. I don't need that one. I need this one. Hold on. Okay. You... We're gonna turn around. Yeah. Now they can work on their charisma. Both of them will have charisma. And we will be good. Yay! Nice. Thankfully, there's a bathroom right here. So. I know. I could have her chat with somebody, but she's tired. So I may just have her. Take a nap. He's also tired. Not bad. Starts in 1 hour. Okay. Okay, now I gotta find where I put my throne. Haha, I found it. Okay. Okay. She can do that. For the sake of doing. Yeah, go now. We're gonna just go by ourselves this time. So that means. Hey. We'll have heirs before you know it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, as soon as she comes back, I will. No, I'm not going to have them find out. Hey. Yeah, So for this one, this is the throne room. Um, it was, I spent quite a bit of time with this one. Ooh. No thanks. I think that was had to do with the use the phone to travel on select neighborhood. I'll let her do her thing first, but okay, and the phone to travel. Travel. Travel to what? Select a neighborhood in. Yeah, for sure. I can tell you when I got the pack and stuff, it was so exciting because like I looked and I was like, I have 3 colors. I need a lot of green, red, and blue. That's the 3 colors that I have for the 3 kingdoms. Red is obviously the Pride Lands. Green is the Tree of Life. And the gold is pretty. Ish. And blue is for the third kingdom, which for my version is Vikings, but it doesn't have to be Vikings necessarily. It's what I've done, but that's besides the point. Um That's nice. Okay. And actually, I'm gonna save real quick. Because I kind of want to pop into the third family. Because I know that I haven't spent much time with this one. But she's already in the second trimester, so I don't want to go too fast. And it's like, we do need to check in with the third. And I do have to change that name on that third family. I haven't done that. The reason I say that is a friend pointed out that on the third family, I named the guy Eric Erickson, and I was like, oh wait, that's the same thing. I didn't even think about it at the time, but my friend pointed it out, and then I'm like, I need to fix that. It was kind of funny. I was like, oops, okay, change it. I need to change it. Just not now. But I laughed about it. But then I haven't really touched the save all week. Because I've been a little busy. A very busy week. But yeah, so then we have. Yeah. And then the third family is in the New World. I also only have like an hour before I have the next event thing that I have to go to. um And I have to figure out what I'm going to wear for that one. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it does to me. Yeah, so this is what I was like. That's why I was like halfway laughing because my friend pointed out the name, and I'm like, you're right. I laughed. Dang. Okay, so she's also in the second trimester. Here's my quote unquote queen for this generation or this family. Let me go to her other outfits. Change outfit to first outfit. Yeah, so cute. What the world? Oh well. This is the one I think where I was like, how do I do something? Wait. Okay. Oh, so he's a king. I think. Yeah. Okay. And then she also needs charisma. I'm gonna use this mirror. But yeah, I haven't completely changed the households on this one. Let me see if I can find the throne room. Ah, here it is. Yeah, you can see where it's like I kind of went with like blue. I just haven't changed the curtains. Oh, I'm sure that there will, but not for this family because this family is gonna be so crucial because um they have a conflict with the tree of life where something happened, a misunderstanding of some sort, and the idea is that true. I just don't know. Yeah. I might do that on because I also have this save as a test save just to for me to play around with to kind of come up with rules and gameplay. So maybe on that one or something. That could be fun. Yeah. Yeah. But I just don't know who it'd be. Don't know. You can go by yourself. Okay. Then you can come back and do that. Mm. But yeah, so as I was saying, is like the idea is this family has conflict. Some fight happened or something, and um, this particular family is thought of as like the bad guy. They're not. Um, but their conflict is with the Tree of Life. Not the Pride Lands in itself. They're kind of mutual territory, which is why it's so good in later generation. Which is also why when the conflict comes in, it's during uh Kira's generation. and she's in neutral territory. Also, technically, her brother. It's just he's dealing with stress. I'm sure you don't know who that is, and it's fine. I promise you, it's like, so Kiara, Simba, and Nala's daughter, and they have a son also, um, who at an eventual point marries into the Tree of Life, and so he deals with this. He's neutral territory, but the problem is that his wife is not. So it's funny because it's like, who says what with the future stuff, and it's like, it's good, it's good. Everything gets solved, but it's like way in the future. I paused it. Yay. Yay. Or maybe like on a different save or something. That's not Lion King, maybe. But what would I do besides that? We'll figure it out. Been 6 years old. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, you can't promote, but you can do this. Partake in a sword duel. I have to figure out how to do this task. Okay. Hold on. Did I have her do the one thing? I don't know. We're gonna find out. She can stop that. And she has now. That is part of the realistic childbirth mod, which I will be using for this gameplay. Because it's fun. Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, I could do that and then, wait a minute, I have an idea. I could do that, and what I could do is use that as inspiration because I have a character that's during the same generation as, hold on, So my generation 10, it's fine. I watch that stuff all the time. Um, um, and and the worst part is like, I'm a drama reader too, so I read drama. But what I could do is technically have this family at some point. I kind of have an idea of who it would be. Um, um, and yeah, I could do it and be, okay, hold on. I have to think about the math in my head. So it's in Generation 9. If you're wondering, I have a book with the names. So it's Generation 9. I could do it technically because the idea is this generation, um, there's a character who is, he's half nobility. Yeah. Um, the idea is the character, he's not the main character. He's a love interest. He's half nobility and half, for my version it's Viking, but it could really change. Um, but so for my fun version, he's nobility and Viking, and it's such a mix that he's doesn't quite fit in with one set and the other set either, so it's like really complicated. Um, and the idea is where they live. He's picked on quite a bit until later, but he's such a cool character. I can't wait to write that storyline. Yes, so I know that's the idea of this particular family is they are Vikings. um, and my main character, she's half, um let's see, she's Tree of Life and Pride Land, and her love interest is nobility and Viking, but at the beginning she knows that uh he doesn't know where exactly she comes from. Not totally. He kind of does, but he kind of doesn't. He gets that she's nobility, but that's it. Until some drama happens and he finds out, and it's one of my favorite scenes to write because I was telling my sister is there's a complete moment where the main character the guy he meets her aunt, and there's a total moment where he's like standing there and being like, wait a minute, if this is your aunt and she is it's just great. Um, but yeah, Vikings, love it. Um, I go with the medieval Viking twist, which is why it's like so fun to do this challenge because I have thrown in there like medieval Viking Lion King, humanize everyone. I don't think I have pictures of everyone anymore because this is a different computer. Let's see how much I actually have. Well, I have these, which this is my main family. Hold on. You can't see the picture. So I moved down here. But yeah, this is like my main family in generation 8 and no, not 8. 9 and 10. So the current rulers are these two. Um, he's the connection between the Pidelands and Tree of Life. And they have 5 children. Let's see. This is the oldest. I need to change that last name because I have them have a last name and it's not Tree of Life. Um, and then it's her and him, and then this one and that one, and then this one. So Macaulay, as is how I pronounce it. She marries. Where is he? Well, I mean, you can see him here. This guy, which is where it's like I'm gonna twist it in. He's our half Viking guy. Um, and his family. So he lives with his parents and younger sister, who's kind of a fun character to write because she's so young. Um, she's like 10, I think, in human years. She's little, and he's 19. That's right. He's 19 because my main character is 18, I think. Yeah, she just turned 18 in the main story. Um, if you want to kind of like catch up to that part, I have a Instagram that I'm telling the story on. I need to up I need to post the next part, but I've had some stuff come up and it's kind of been difficult lately, but it's gonna get better. It is getting better. Uh, Instagram. Instagram. Thank you. Um, that's my Instagram. I have the story on there. It's being worked on. I just am not there yet. Um, I'm at the very beginning, and then, but if you want even more tea, there's another spot. Um, this should be working. Um, I think it works. Um, I do. But I haven't posted videos on there in a very long time. So right now the only video I have on YouTube is episode 1 of this challenge. Um and I don't remember if I have a link to that. Thank you for the follow though. Let's see if I do have. No, I don't. I will set up a link. I do know that I have a link on my regular page, I think. Or not. I will get a link eventually to YouTube. Um, let's see if I can actually do that now. We're gonna see, because I haven't done this in a while. Copy. Come on. Hold on. one device is not loading. Yeah. In my channel. Yeah, the most I have is like I have one episode of the Legacy, and the rest are very long, old update videos from before I like was making content truly on Twitch. There's only one other video where I'm like playing The Sims. Okay. We're gonna try this because okay, I don't think that worked. Hold on. Aha. This should work. Yes. Yes, that should work. I will have to make that a command. Thank you. But yeah. Great, I'm almost out of time because I need to eat and stuff before I leave for my second thing today. Almost. I mean, I'm still technically good on time. Anyways, let's. Ooh. Oh my gosh! Ooh, it worked. I heard it from my end on my Twitch thing, which was so weird because I'm not used to that sound. But thank you so much for subscribing to the YouTube. I'll be posting all of the episodes of the gameplay on YouTube. And eventually, when it's completely done, I will have the rules for this challenge on Tumblr. I will add a link to that. I'm kind of playing as I go, and I'm making the rules as I go. Let's see. I needed to let her go to the bathroom before she wet herself. Do 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 do. Yeah, I do need to get a servant. How I do that, I don't remember. Nope. We are gonna go. Oh, the kitchen's over here. Oh, hire staff. Is on their way. Sure. Ooh, that one. We're gonna grab a serving. Grab a serving. We just fix the social needs for a minute. Okay, you're eating and talking. Okay, you're going to bed. Do 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 do. Hold on. Sure. We're gonna do that. And I might. Oh. Part of me wants to continue until at least. I need to see about how to do this. let me look it up. It's gonna irritate me if I don't. Okay. We're gonna make him level 3 just to make sure that he's good. Uh, okay, hold on. So, now I gotta find where that is. Hold on. I'm looking for where the computer is in this lot. Is it you? No. Where is a computer? if I can't find one, I will put one down. I think I have to put one down. Unless there's one down here. There's not. Okay. So we're going to have to put one down. Because I'm not seeing a desk. At all. Because it says you can purchase a sword through a computer. Or disc. Okay. So it says, yeah, I have the training dummy. Order. Swords. But it always says the wooden swords. And that's the part that's weird. Is it shows that I can, and it shouldn't be like a skill thing because ensure that there is a sword in a Sim's inventory. Check. Select duel on select other Sim. Sims will need at least one level of swordsman skills to duel another Sim. My Sim has level 3. So it's like, it's weird. Okay. What are you? Oh, it's a lodge. Interesting. Hold on. I found this thing. Okay. Dual. Okay. Hold on. Who am I dueling? Uh-huh. Yes. Aha! The swords are invisible. Okay. And actually, I do have to go very, very, very soon. So I'm gonna end it here. We're gonna look for somebody to raid really quickly. Give me a second. I just have to text my mom. Yeah. I'll be back sometime next week. Um, okay. We're gonna look for somebody to raid. But before I do that, here is the raid message. So copy and paste that. Okay. And then we're gonna look for somebody to raid. Hold on. I think I did the wrong button. I'm still kind of getting used to this computer. This is a brand new computer for me, so I'm kind of still getting used to it. All right, we're gonna quickly just zap that. And we're gonna look for somebody to raid. Want to do somebody doing The Sims. So let's see. Okay, I think I know who I want to raid. Not that button. Okay, give me a moment. Because I have to do this. A little differently. Okay. Alerts. Nope. Stream manager. Got it. Okay. All right. We're gonna read somebody in the sense. Preferably doing something like with the. Yes. So this person is doing a regular warm up, then Bridgerton in The Sims. So they look like they're in cast. But they look really interesting. So yeah, that's who I think I want to read. Let me go quickly pull up their channel onto my phone. So yeah. Okay. So I will be back probably next week. If I'm not, it's just been super busy. And especially since lately, my mental health has been kind of bad the last couple of months. It's better now, but we're getting there. I've had to take some time, but we're there. We're getting there. So I'll be back hopefully next week. So yeah, I need to stop before my thing ends. So bye.